Arirang Radio.
It's time to tune in and discover the best of K-pop and Korean culture on Radio News. Time for a song selection battle between these two sentimental artists. And final pick, we are joined by our regulars, as usual, AleXa and Vinci. Welcome! Yes. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Vinci
Yay.
of HORI7ON.
And you are...
AleXa of AleXa.
Yeah! AleXa of AleXa. Thank you so
Main
much.
vocal, main dancer, leader, everything. That's me.
Yeah. Anyway, how was your week, guys?
Cold.
Yeah.
It's been a cold week, yes.
cold.
Very cold. Especially today, right? It was freezing cold.
It was the first time I've been like shaken, like physically shaking from the cold.
He's like a little chihuahua.
Yeah, I was. Many people have been calling me dogs lately, and it's been concerning.
Because you're like a little puppy.
Yeah, they say that a lot.
But it suits you well, actually.
What breed? Because our translator was like, "You look like a dog," but I don't know what breed, and I'm like, "Okay, please share it to me afterwards. Can you guys in the comments share what dog I would look like?"
I'd say a poodle.
I'm getting
poodle.
Papillon.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is.
They're similar-ish to chihuahuas, but they have the long hair on the ears.
Oh,
They're
okay.
really
that's
cute.
why.
Okay,
love
as long as they're cute. As long as they're cute.
So, what about you, AleXa?
What dog am I?
No! What happened throughout your week?
I was also very cold, but I do music on this. And obviously, I do music for myself and for fun. And with my producer friend this weekend, I made the sickest demo for somebody. I can't say who it's for or anything about it, but the producer has approved of it. We're just waiting for the artist to approve of it.
Okay.
And then hopefully that is all copacetic, because I would love for this song to be out there.
You are aware that you mentioned exactly the same thing the last time, too,
I did?
right? When you came up with this new song.
Did I?
That you're satisfied for the
from
first
the
time ever as an artist. Something like that.
Yeah, but this is a demo for somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I can't say who it's for. or anything.
Okay, thank
But
you.
it's a very, very good song, and I'm very proud of it.
And not just that, from what I know, I heard it from Jenga, who's been mentioning about this the whole show. Greetings from New York. Keeping my fingers crossed, I'll be able to see AleXa in NYC this Saturday. What is this about?
I have a meet and greet between that's being organized between a certain content house that I used to be part of.
Okay.
If you get it, you get it. And a phone company
Yeah.
that starts with an S and is very popular in Korea. I'll be in New York for like 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when are you leaving? Tomorrow?
Friday.
Friday.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, so what are you going to be doing there, though?
The thing.
Oh, okay, it's confidential.
Well, no, it's not confidential. It's just this meet and greet, and then
Okay.
probably sleeping for those 2 days in my house because I don't want to go outside.
Speaking of which, I was always curious about this, how this meet and greet thing works, because I've never done it.
Well, the way it worked last time was me and the other artists I was with were on stage. Fans would come up, and I think in groups of 4 or something,
Yeah.
and then we would take a photo, just talk a little bit, and then it's a little.
And bye-bye?
Yeah.
How does it work for you guys, then?
Yeah, there's like per minute,
Yeah?
like there's rounds, and they sometimes give props as well, right? That you wear, and you sign their albums, and all that. I mean, it's like a different experience because you really get to interact with the fan, and I hope they enjoy that time too.
Okay. I mean, considering the level of how famous you guys are, there must be a lot of people who come through those events, right? So, I mean, how long does it usually take to wrap up a meet and greet event?
Oh, it takes long.
Oh, is it?
It does. Like, especially having 7 members. I mean, everyone has to have the equal parts of time.
Okay.
Yeah, and lately we've been doing the video call one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's those stuff too.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, during the opening of today's show, we talked about what makes us happy on a cold day. What makes you guys happy on a cold day like today?
Soup.
Soup?
Yeah, soup.
I love
Something spicy, you know? Everything inside should be hot.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it will.
The inside should match the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, soup from these two guys. Get yourself a nice
What
warm
did you
soup.
say, huh?
I don't know. Drive down an empty road
On a cold
in
day.
a very like warm car.
You know what I want to do in a cold day? I get into my car.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah. That's what I love to do. I mean, nothing feels better than staying inside a warm blanket when you know that it's going to be extremely cold outside. You know that feeling, right?
with a bowl of soup.
Okay, with a bowl of soup. Okay, I'm going to add that one in. Anyway, thank you so much for answering. And please, AleXa, after you take a sip of that water and please
Lubricating.
explain what this segment is all about. And do not look at the script.
Flavorless cold soup.
Yes.
Anyways, not looking at the script. Okay, welcome to Final Pick, where it is a song selection battle between us two sentimental artists, Vinci and myself,
Yes.
where in which we take in stories, questions, comments, concerns from the dear listeners of this program, and we suggest to them songs that go in correlation with their stories as advice, I suppose. And you guys used to be able to vote, but we took that away. No, that's not yours anymore. Now the PDs get to vote.
Yeah.
And then the winner gets the thing.
The thing,
The thing.
which we're gonna be talk about for the next phase of the show. And about today's song recommendation, was it hard for you guys to choose songs?
Yes.
Because I found it kind of tricky after reading the messages.
Yeah.
Today, I brought in some very straightforward songs.
He did.
Oh.
Like the titles are just
Yeah.
the answers.
Well, anyway, the people who's watching this show, I mean, just because you guys don't have voting rights, that doesn't mean you guys can't express your
rights.
opinions. So please feel free to share your opinions about their song recommendations, or if you guys have any certain advice for the message senders, then please get it off your chest through YouTube live chat. Now, let's get to the first message. AleXa, take it away.
Yes, if I can. Okay. This comes from Enchanting 10 Nim.
Oh.
Okay. Hello, I'm living with one roommate in the company dormitory. I'm sending my story because I'm concerned about my roommate. Oh my god, they were roommates. We share a studio without separate rooms. Oof. We've set up a partition in the middle, like a closet with beds and desks at each end. Although we have separate spaces, isn't it common for people to be cautious when living in such arrangements? My roommate watches videos all night long without earphones. I didn't say anything about that for a while, but I got so frustrated yesterday that I either asked him to lower the volume or use headphones. However, my roommate said his ears are sensitive, so he can't use earphones, and he suggested that I use earplugs. Does this make sense? I also can't sleep when I use earplugs because I'm also sensitive. How can I resolve this issue? If you can't use freaking earbuds, just use headphones, my guy.
True.
Like it's like literally a doctor thing though. Earbuds are more prone to cause damage to the eardrums, whereas headphones are not so much. But like I've never heard of somebody being so sensitive they can't.
Yeah.
Well,
use
this could be this
earbuds.
kind of case. What if his head is way too big that he cannot fit into this like gap between the headphones?
I guarantee he's
There's
not out here.
adjustable though.
He's not out here looking like
I mean,
Mega
that was
Man.
ridiculous. Yeah, I admit. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but that's just so wild to have. I mean, I have friends who have piercings, so they can't physically wear earbuds. So I get that excuse. But yeah, there's headphones, and if you really like, there should be a time for that. You know, if you can't control it, like with headphones or anything, just put it on mute because
And just do
the
captions.
other person is sleeping or like they want to have their me time and they can't have that if they're, you know.
Because like unless it's like music, you really don't need to be listening to it if you can just read the words.
Subtitles.
Well, I'm actually a lot more curious about your experience, Vinci, because you live in the same dormitory with the rest of the
Yeah. You
members,
live with
right?
people.
So at least I assume
Yeah.
at least one or two members from the
Yes.
group are noisy during the evening.
Yeah.
What kind of like measures do you guys take?
Yeah, I think this is the most stressful part about being in a group is you have to live with them. I mean, right now we're on more peaceful roads because we have been on bumpy roads and it has been loud, someone's playing games and when you're playing games you have
God.
communication with your
Right.
co-playee things.
They even talk through the headphones?
Yeah, they like, go to that part, go to B, go to A, go to there, and they strategize at 2 a.m. They strategize at 2 a.m. and I'm like, can you keep it down? I'm trying to sleep here.
Yeah.
So I really relate to this, and the only way is to really have set boundaries and set rules that everyone can follow. I mean, it doesn't have to be like only sided or biased to you. It can work both ways. Like, you can do it, but just at this time and at this hour, something like that.
Okay.
Negotiation.
Thank you so much. What if that person doesn't listen to it though?
Uh-huh.
Alexa, what would you do?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
because,
me personally, I would definitely move out, but
Yeah. If you
We don't
have,
have that option.
if you have the option to move out, move out. But when you mentioned gaming, that struck a chord. Because my younger brother growing up, he would be on games on school nights until the wee morning hours, and I had show choir in the morning at 6 a.m. So I liked my sleep when I could get it. And I also worked a job after school, so I would
yeah.
get home at like 11 p.m. sometimes, and I have to do my homework, study, do whatever, get ready for the next day.
right.
So I like my sleep. So it's, I don't know, watching videos, gaming to who knows what time without headphones or just yelling or whatever.
Wait, so what's your final verdict?
Moving out.
Yeah.
Moving out is the best option if it's an option. If not,
Talk it out.
smother your roommate with a pillow.
Yeah, just be very considerate because you don't want others to do that thing to you too, I mean, who would want someone loud when you're trying to sleep, So just reciprocate what you can. Like, show... Yeah, you get what I'm saying? The golden rule. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do to you.
Ooh, since
Why?
the dormitory is owned by the company, you could talk to HR.
Oh, that's actually true.
Make
That's-
an HR problem.
Yeah. Give it to the HR.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys have any more advice for this person enchanting them, please feel free to share them through YouTube live chat. And meanwhile, you guys come up with your own answers about this matter. We're gonna recommend songs for this person, starting from Alexa's choice.
I think I had a reason why I suggested this song when I sent it in, and then I forgot it.
Break all the rules.
Break All the Rules by Gravity, my sons.
Rock and roll.
I don't know. It seems to be if you had rules established, this roommate seems to be breaking them. So, to be quite literal, I guess
Yeah.
he's breaking all the rules. I swear I had a better reason than this. I don't remember it though.
Okay, what about you, Vinci?
Okay, mine is just
Oh.
by Kiss of Life. Yes, because they need to.
Well, the name explains it all, I guess.
I see.
All right, thank you so much to both of you for coming up with amazing song recommendations for this person. We now are going to have a listen to these two. And while we have a listen to these two, guys, please send your opinions through YouTube live chat. This is Break All the Rules by Gravity, followed by Shh by Kiss of Life. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the songs we just played for you. Break All the Rules by Gravity, followed by Sheet by Kiss of Life. Now, it's time for us to move on to the second message, but before we do so, we have to name this thing.
Name the thing.
H-I-N-G. And I'm going to be honest, during the song break, nothing interesting kind of off-air talk went on for
You
today's
didn't
show.
talk.
Oh, I don't know. I was kind of distracted because I was caught up in this thought of what should we call this thing. I was kind
World's
of
best soup.
Soup.
wow.
I really like soup.
It's actually cool. World's best soup.
World's best soup.
How do you say soup in your language though?
Sabaw.
Sabaw. World's best
say
sabaw.
Sinigang.
World's best sabaw. Sinigang? That's the
Oh, wait,
specific
what?
name of a soup.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was the question?
I don't know anymore.
Soup?
I don't know.
We're just gonna call it world's best sinigang and then.
Okay, sinigang.
Okay.
Sinigang is good.
Sinigang.
Which is a type of soup.
Yes, it's very sour.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, work.
It's
Okay.
World's best sinigang.
Anyway, thank you so much for naming the trophy or the thing. Before we move on, shall we cover a couple of advice sent in by the listeners about the previous message?
Yes, username. I lost it now in the chat. I can't find it. It's A*A, I think. But they said, there it is.
What's this?
Oh no, where'd it go? Basically, they said you be noisy when they're trying to go to sleep and see how they react. Listen, normally I'm like, take the high road, be the bigger person. But as someone that stands as 4'11", 149 centimeters, I'm physically never the bigger person. So I'm also an advocate for being petty. So P. E,
Give
to
them
the T,
their
T,
medicine.
Y, do it.
Okay. Anything
it.
from you, Vinci?
They say, what now? I think that's why they are lots of how to listen, in-ear, headphones, headset, so he can pick their comfort zone. Yeah, there's lots of options. I like to use those with ultra noise canceling ones. It just makes everything, the world, a better place. I love it.
Okay, thank you so much to all of you for participating, and we're gonna move on to the second message sent in by Aaron, and this one is gonna be covered by Vinci.
Yes, Aaron says, I really enjoy cleaning. Me too. So sometimes I go to my friends' houses and help with cleaning. The problem is I like helping and teaching them how to clean up the space in the beginning, but I dislike people who don't improve. There's a friend who keeps asking me to help with cleaning, and it's always the same issue. Even though I explain how to organize and clean, she doesn't follow through. She keeps asking me for help, and it's already the 5th time. Now, it feels like I've become the one who cleans for her without any compensation. I'm getting frustrated because she now seems to take it for granted and casually gives me various tasks without any appreciation. I want to refuse her request now, but how should I go about it? Honestly, I'm starting to have thoughts of not wanting to be friends anymore. Am I wrong in thinking this way? I would like to hear your opinions. Also, if you have cleaning or organizing tips to share, it would be very helpful. You're being used, bro. You're being used.
I mean, they didn't state their age, but like at someone's big age, they don't know how to clean their house.
Yeah.
Like, granted, trust me, I know as someone with the mental illness can be a factor, and you don't want to clean for a while. But like when you find the means of productivity and clean your house,
The drive.
it's still possible.
Yeah.
And your friend doesn't seem to be in a very depressed state. They just seem to not be able to clean their own dang house.
Yeah, I just don't get when they
don't
say
get
they
it.
don't know how to clean.
How do you not know how to clean?
It's just
You just-
making stuff. I don't know. How do you simplify cleaning? Yeah, making things look tidy.
Yeah.
You don't have to lick
Like-
everything and make everything 99% no germs. You just make you just need to make things look tidy and organized. It's not really a hard thing.
And this is
I
the
think.
5th time?
Yeah, you've been used for the 5th time.
And your fans randomly just telling you to do things? Like, that's not very cash money.
Right.
Like,
Anyway, about this message, I don't think we will be able to give you clear or solid answer or resolution for this current situation, but then to just talk it out with your friend. But the thing is, I think we might be able to help you with the question you ask. Any tips on how to like cleaning or organizing tips to share?
Well, I like to clean with a good playlist. It keeps me going because there's always this drive you have of like, I want to clean the entire house, and then you kind of lose it midway because it gets tiring.
yeah.
And you want to sit down and just go on your endless scroll.
Yes.
But have a good playlist playing, and you can just keep on going and going, and you won't even notice you've cleaned the whole place.
Okay, what about you, Alexa?
I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is like if there's an area of your house that's a bit more cluttered or maybe not as just clean in general as other places, start there. Start with the biggest task and then work your way down. Like don't start with something simple because if you give up halfway, there's still so much to be done.
Right.
Whereas if you start with like the biggest problem, you've already accomplished so much if you decide to, give up for the day after that.
Well, I mentioned this numerous times in the past episodes, but declutter your place as much as possible. I'm pretty sure there's about a 90% chance the things you see in front of you is the things you don't need actually in your life. So get rid of them as soon as possible is the fastest way you can organize and clean your place. And plus, about this friend, the next time if this person asks you, I think if I were in your shoe, I would come up to his or her face and just say, no, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not even sure why I'm doing this for you. And don't just care about how he or she's going to feel about you telling you that fact, because it's a solid fact. You don't have to do those work for you, for that person. Well, you know what? Let's make a little plot twist here. If we were to make a mess of a place, what kind of situation would that be?
So you mean like if you flip the script, like if you made someone's place messy instead of...
I mean, there must be a time or two in our life we make a mess of our own places for some reason, right?
Of our own places,
of our own places,
but like I don't go over to my friend's house and like, hey, let me just drop to this place.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It always comes a time when you just don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
You go home, you slouch, and you stay. You remain in that place, you sleep in that place, and you wake up in that place.
Depression
and you leave the house again.
Yep.
That happens. But you can always bounce back.
Yeah.
Right.
Bouncing back's always possible. You can live in your depression cave for a month if you need to, but once you find the motivation, you'll clean it.
Yeah, clean it.
It's me right now.
Well, I think we need your advice more than any time in the past episodes, guys. And seems like a lot of you guys are intrigued to come up with your opinions about this matter. So we are gonna cover a couple comments on YouTube. Vinci, anything on the comment section?
Oh, they say your friend is capable of cleaning, but she's not doing it because she knows that there's someone else willing to do it for her. Oh, that can be a truth too. True. Yeah. So don't be there.
Yeah.
This is the time to make your friend be resourceful and independent. Make them learn how to clean.
And Sam too goes, once or more twice doing a favor for a friend, but he keeps asking the same thing from you and you feel you're being used, then confront him about it. And if he took negatively, then he's not your friend. And this next one is actually interesting. AI 2305 Ha says, watching this as I'm ignoring my messy room, I should be cleaning.
That's been me for the past 2 months, but I finally started cleaning yesterday. So
pick a broom up.
Yeah.
Yay. Anyway, you know what? Get those opinions in about this message. We need as many as possible for this person. And Aaron, if you're watching this show, please let us know if our advice, including the advice from the listener, helped you in any way while we recommend songs for you. Starting with Vinci.
Yes, I brought in No More My Boy by Sistar 19 because no more cleaning for you, for them. Let them clean their own. No more.
Okay, and you, AleXa?
I brought in Change Up by 17 because your friend needs to change up their acts or you need to just drop them.
Interesting fact about 17 is that they, for some reason, still seem so fresh to me. Like fresh as in when they just made their official debut. I wonder how they keep their freshness, by the way.
Well, they really have lots of concept they tried before. And I think they just keep changing it up.
Right.
They keep changing it up. That's why it's always fresh and, you know.
I mean, I can't believe it's almost been a decade ever since they made their official debut. True. And seeing one of the members appearing on this audition show called Build Up, I believe that was. So he is appearing that show as a judge from what I know, if what I know is correct.
My kids are on the show. Okay.
Really? Okay. Anyway, that made me feel like time does fly. And 17, yeah, I gotta say, I really have much respect for this group. Anyway, thank you so much to you two for coming up with these two amazing songs. We now are going to have a listen to them and come back for more. This is No More My Boy by Sista 19, chosen by Vinci, followed by Change Up by 17, chosen by AleXa. Well, I think I kind of fell in love with that second song, Change Up by 17. Could you walk us through what's so special about the song briefly?
It's a leader.
I mean, choreography-wise, I assume it's an amazing choreography they have for this one, right?
17 just great performers in general.
Okay, yeah.
So safe to say that. But this one was done specifically as the leader unit, the leader of the hip hop unit, vocal unit, performance unit. This album had a bunch of units that on it actually.
Performance unit, rap, hip hop.
It was so as I was saying, every song off this specific album, the Paksu album, is like very near and dear to me because it's the last album that was put out before I moved to Korea. And anybody that knows my lore knows that I am and was a carrot from pre-debut. So.
Oh, okay. What about you, Vinci? I was a little curious why you chose this one is because System 19, they were active way before you came to Korea. And I was actually surprised you even know about this group.
Yeah, I mean, they came back with the new song.
They came back, yeah, of course. System 19 is the new one, of course. But the thing is, how did you first find out about this group?
Oh, well, I have been a fan of K-pop, so I kind of know the classics. I mean, My Boy was a thing on TikTok, like from last year, I think. And yeah, right now I'm just loving that these classic K-pop acts are coming back to surface because we need a bit of nostalgia from time to time.
Well, same question to you then. Just song-wise, what do you like so much about this song?
No More or Change
No
Up?
More.
No More. Oh, well, I like the nostalgia factor of it because it's really, it brings you back to that time without being like a copy of it because it's a new vibe, but the vibe is still there.
Okay.
The song has like a nostalgic sound too. It doesn't sound like modern poppy. It just sounds kind of throwback-ish.
Okay.
Retro vibes.
So speaking about all those throwback elements, well, this next person is also a huge fan of 90s old K-pop. So without further ado, we're going to cover this last one from J_E. I'm currently into 90s old K-pop, but my friends tease me for this, saying that I got older. People can have different tastes in music, and it bothers me that they imply it's wrong. However, I am not good at expressing myself. I don't know how to say these things out loud. How should I talk to a friend who teases me? And if you have any favorite songs from the 90s, please recommend them for me.
Ooh. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, I don't think your friend is teasing you to be like, oh, you're old, you're so out of date with things. Because friends can poke fun at each other, in a healthy way, But I wouldn't get too hurt by it. But I do know what it's like to have a different music taste than your friend or your friends. Because I am also very different from what my friends like. So it's hard to jam at a party when everyone's like, yeah, don't you love this new song by so-and-so? I'm like, I don't know her last 5 albums, but cool. But I wouldn't take it too much to heart.
What about you, Vinci? Like, are you an old school fan or?
Yeah, I like some good amount of old school stuff, and it's really nice to evoke a new feeling when because listening to modern music, it's a different vibe from listening to old music. You just feel there's like, I don't know how to call it, texture to the sound. There's like a different feel to it.
Right.
Like you just feel more things in a different way.
The mood's different.
Yeah, the mood's different, and like especially with like jazz from like that time, it's just you just feel all the genuine emotions.
Right.
Yeah, the voice, it's just different.
That's a good point because depending on which generation a certain music is from, the texture of the music totally differs from one part from another. So depending on your musical taste, it's totally fine for you to just stick to whatever you enjoy the most.
Yeah.
And me personally, I usually love listening to music recorded through a phonograph. You guys know what a phonograph
Yeah, I know what a phonograph is.
I mean, that was first invented back in the mid 1800s. So that's what we consider the beginning of modern recording history after the invention of Edison phonograph. And people started recording that thing through a wax. Did you know that?
Oh, wow.
wax.
Wait, because that's how...
Right. So that was the very first tool they used to record a human's vocal, and the texture it had, the very vulnerable, somewhat very unstable sound is what made the music released back then made special. And while the music released nowadays, they sound a little cold to me. Personally, maybe that's because all those perfect gears out there that enables you to capture all the natural aspect of human voice and all the other instruments and all that. But I think I like a little bit of clumsiness they had during the 90s. So if I were to recommend you a group or two, I think I recommend you a group called HOT. Do you guys know who they are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot how many members were in there, by the way. It was like 5 to 6 piece group, something like that. And they released a lot of different hip hop to metal kind of songs. And I highly suggest you listen to that one. And one of the members, actually, Kang Ta, well, he has been pursuing career as a ballad singer these days for some reason. But I gotta say,
For some reason.
I don't know why, but his
For some reason.
I mean, we all make changes in our lives, so that's totally understandable.
For some
But
reason.
I really wish he try out something different in the future too. Anyway, he's an amazing vocalist too. I highly suggest you listen to his works and other singer-songwriters. I don't know much during the 90s. Well, Clone was one. Do you know who Clone is? Clone, and aside from that,
Like Coyote.
Coyote as well, yeah.
SES.
And Shinhwa. Well, are they from the early
Shinhwa-
2000s?
Close enough.
Yeah, around
Close
that
enough.
period. So, I mean, there are a lot of great gems, and I'm the type of person when it comes to music. If a certain person says they're into this certain music from a certain generation, I tell them to go back to the root and learn about the history, so you can understand the aspect about that genre you love the most, the better. So, yeah. There's no shame in falling in love with the music from the 90s. Just study more about it and enjoy as much as you can. And yeah.
Oh, someone just said Turbo. That's another one.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. Oh, my gosh. So we went totally off topic. So this person asked us, how should this person react to the people who tease us? This person.
Again, like I said at first, just don't take it to heart, honestly. And like, I mean, tease them a little bit back. It's okay, as long as it's in a harmless nuance and you're not meaning to like, you know, what's the word? Oh, I forgot my English. Oh, what's the word? And you're not meaning to like, oh, there's a word in my head.
Mimic.
You don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
Insult?
Hurt, insult, offend.
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 You know, teasing's fine in good measure. I tease all my friends. So. NBD. NBD.
You know what? Since you two recommended great songs for the previous message sender, I think I'm gonna want to recommend a song for this person, J_E, a song from the 90s. Well, since you guys mentioned Turbo, there's a song called Skijang에서.
Oh, I know that one.
That's a really great song to listen to in a ski place, especially during the winter period. So, yeah, that's the song recommendation for you to lift your mood up by a lot. And with that, we're gonna wrap up tonight's show by announcing the winner.
Well, what would you call the thing again?
Wait, so the
Sinigang.
trophy's name is the best Sinigang.
Yes.
Sinigang.
Sinigang.
Okay.
Sinigang, okay.
Drum roll, please. The winner of the best Sinigang award goes to Vinci.
You are the soup, my boy.
I am the hot soup.
So proud of him.
Thank you so much for awarding me this soup award. Sinigang is beloved in the Philippines so much. Yeah, I'm a national treasure. Yeah, I'm a national treasure.
Yay! Well, thank you so much for the great speech. And you know what? One more thing. Your 6-month anniversary is coming soon, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about it a little more, and we're gonna call it a day.
Thank you so much to all of the anchors who have been with us. I mean, it's been 6 months and we're on the road. We're on the sail to forever. So please stay.
Yeah.
Stay.
Wait, so are you
Yeah.
guys planning anything special or not?
Nothing, because we're on the verge of giving them our comeback. So we're kind of busy right now, but we will meet again soon. So please
Soup boy.
wait for it.
Okay. Thank you so much to both of you for coming through the studio. We are gonna wrap up tonight's show. Since Vinci won, we're gonna play one of HORI7ON's songs called 17. Thank you so much to all of you for coming through this show, guys. We're gonna say goodbye together in 3, 2, 1. Soup!